So before we start, don't forget, wash your hands, pop an apron on, make sure you keep your nice clothes clean, and hair up so it's out of the way. Hi there children, and welcome back to the Holy Redeemer Cookery School. Today we've got a lovely spicy chicken fajita pasta bake. Really simple, using some everyday ingredients. Another budget meal, so we're not breaking the bank. We've got some chicken thighs, which I've prepared, chopped up. We've got our pasta, obviously. Lots of colour in the peppers, grated cheese, onion. We don't need to worry about seasoning because it's all in the packet. A little bit of tomato puree, and we're going to stick some dipping salsa in there to make it easier. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I've got some water boiling, and we're going to take our pasta over to the hob and start cooking. Okay, so we've weighed out our pasta as 375 grams. I've chosen penne for this, but if you prefer spirals, whatever shape pasta you like. So the water is boiling. You might want to get an adult to help you with this. I'm going to tip it in nice and carefully. Just as it goes in, give it a little stir just to separate each of those individual pieces of pasta. And then we can put a lid on that and leave it to do its thing. So the next thing we need to do is prepare the vegetables. As you can see, I've already chopped the red and the green pepper, and we're just going to take the yellow pepper. So remember, we talked about eating the rainbow. So we take the pepper, chop it in half on a flat surface, make it into quarters, and then you can take the centre out. Just discard that centre piece. Sometimes you can just break this out with your fingers. Okay, and you can chop these into quite chunky pieces to go in with the pasta. Obviously, watching your fingers as you go. You might want to get an adult to help you with that. That's our pasta boiling over. Ooh. Kitchen crashes. Okay. So there we've got some nice chunky pieces of pepper, which is going to make this recipe nice and colourful. So, moving on to our onion, as before, chop it in half and cut lines through. So we haven't chopped the ends off, so it's still holding the onion together, so that when you chop the other way, then the onion will stay together as you chop. There. Oops. Okay, so next thing, our pasta's boiling away nicely there. We're going to start by frying the chicken. So I've just put a few squirts of extra virgin olive oil in there. As I said last time, you can use different oils. I tend to use coconut oil at home. That's a good one. But it's what you've got in the cupboard. So we're going to turn this on, because I haven't. So there we go. I'll just wait a minute for it to heat up. Okay, so our pan is warm and ready for the chicken to go in, that nice sizzling noise. Once again, be careful putting it in so that the pan doesn't flash up. Turn that. I'm going to cook this for about 5 minutes until it is golden and cooked through. So you can see that the white meat is just looking cooked on the outside. It's important to make sure that your chicken is cooked right through. Okay, so we'll keep that cooking for about 5 minutes, then we can start thinking about adding our vegetables. Okay, so we've taken our chicken out with a slotted spoon and popped it on a plate. We're now adding the onions and the peppers. I'm going to cook these for about 8 minutes, which is quite a long time, until they've softened. And then we're going to add our fajita mix and our salsa. Okay, the fajita mix, on the recipe card it says Schwartz fajita mix. I went to Asda and got Asda's own, which was far cheaper. It was far cheaper than the Discovery one as well. So, and also, I had 1 jar of salsa at home from Aldi, which I think cost about 75 pence. So when I popped to Asda today to get my second one, they didn't have their own brand. They only had Doritos, which was £2.50. So really think about where you're shopping. Anything with a big brand name on is going to cost you more. The chicken I used was thighs today. You could use chicken breast, but thighs are a tasty cut. They're a bit more of a fat to trim any fat off, but certainly a cheaper cut if you're trying to cook to a budget. So looking at all the lovely colours in here, lots of different, a huge array of vitamins and minerals coming in there, and it's going to make a nice, brightly coloured meal that all the family can eat. So we're going to keep this cooking now until it's soft, and then we will come back and add our other ingredients. Okay, so we're still cooking away here. This, personal preference, you can, if you're cooking this meal and you're going to eat it straight away, you might want these a little bit softer, but I'm actually going to prepare this for the oven, and I'm going to put it in the oven tonight, so I'm going to leave these a little bit softer. Just leaving them for a few more minutes. I'm just going to drain my pasta now, so I'll be gone for a second. Next, we're going to add our fajita seasoning. So just sprinkle it in, giving us a lovely orange colour. Lost my spoon. There we are. So, oh, you can smell those herbs and spices now. So mix that all the way through until you've got it mixed through all of the vegetables. And then we're going to add our salsa. 1, 2, nice vibrant red colour. So lots of vitamins and minerals in the tomatoes in there. I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree to give it a little bit of richness. That's about a tablespoon. And we mix that all up. And that is basically it. We're going to add the chicken back into our mixture. Slide that on top and just fold it in. Perhaps I should have had a larger pan. So I've drained the pasta and I've popped the pasta into the casserole dish that I'm going to bake with. But as I was saying, if you're going to cook this, eat this rather, straight away, then you don't need to bake it. You can just add this pre-cooked mixture to your pre-cooked pasta. Tip it in. And mix up with your pasta. Make sure that you get all that pasta mixed through the sauce. And look how vibrant and colourful that looks. So, this is all hot, it's all cooked, it's all ready to go. If you're going to eat it straight away, then you could just sprinkle some cheese over the top and pop it under a grill. Okay, but if you want to save it for later, and you've pre-prepared this, then you sprinkle your cheese on the top and you can pop it in the oven when you're ready to eat. Okay. And there we are. a spicy pasta chicken fajita bake, or not bake, as you will. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back with some more recipes for you later. Thank you for watching.